A Singapore aircraft flight from London made a crisis landing in Bangkok on Tuesday due to extreme turbulence, authorities said, with one traveler on board dead and neighborhood media announcing numerous wounds. Singapore carriers did not say at what point the wounds and passing took put, but a traveler who talked to Reuters said turbulence driven to those not wearing seatbelts hitting overhead cabins. Thai media reports said there were 30 wounds, whereas Singapore aircrafts did not indicate how numerous individuals were harmed. The Boeing 777-300 airplane, with 211 travelers and 18 group, was headed to Singapore when it made the crisis landing, the carrier said in an explanation. After around 11 hours of flying time from takeoff in London, the flying machine strongly dropped from a height of around 37,000 feet to 31,000 feet inside fair 5 minutes, because it wrapped up navigating the Andaman Ocean and neared Thailand, agreeing to Flight Radar 24 information. All of a sudden the airplane begins tilting up, and there was shaking, so I began bracing for what was happening. And very suddenly there was a really sensational drop, so everybody situated and not wearing seatbelt was propelled promptly into the ceiling. Dafran Asmer, a 28-year-old understudy on board the flight, told Reuters. A few individuals hit their heads on the thing's cabins overhead and scratched it. They hit the places where lights and veils are and broke straight through it, he said. Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi airplane terminal official affirmed one passing, but may not affirm the entire harmed. Thai movement police said therapeutic staff have boarded the plane to evaluate wounds, but seem not affirm the number. It said unhurt travelers had disembarked. Our need is to supply all conceivable help to all travelers and team on board the airplane, the aircraft said. We are working with the nearby specialists in Thailand to supply the vital therapeutic help. Turbulence-related aircraft mishaps are the foremost common sort, concurring to a 2021 consider by the National Transportation Security Board. From 2009 through 2018, the U.S. organization found that turbulence accounted for more than a third of detailed carrier mishaps, and most brought about in one or more genuine wounds, but no flying machine harm. Singapore Carriers, which is broadly recognized as one of the world's driving carriers and may be a benchmark for much of the industry, has not had any major occurrences in later a long time. Its final mishap coming about in casualties was a flight from Singapore to Los Angeles through Taipei, where it smashed on October 31, 2000 into development equipment on the Taiwan-Taoyuan Universal Air Terminal after endeavoring to require off from the off-base runway. The crash murdered 83 of the 179 individuals on board. Singapore Aircrafts has had 7 mischances agreeing to records by the flying security organized. Boeing did not quickly react to ask for comment.